The Contax II, introduced in 1936 by Zeiss Ikon in Dresden, was the first camera with the combined range and viewfinder. The Contax II was the company's tour de force, offering features that would not appear elsewhere for decades. The lenses offered for the Contax II, like those for the original Contax, were superior to its competitors in nearly every respect. This camera, which is manufactured in 1939, has probably been used by a military photographer during the Second World War. The current owner bought it in 1979 with a normal lens and a wide-angle lens. The Contax's shutter offers unique advantages. The vertical shutter uses only a single pair of ribbons to carry both the opening and the closing curtain. With the Contax system, fading is impossible as there is only a single transport mechanism carrying both curtains. This unique advantage allows the Contax shutter to operate at the unheard of top speed. This is a Russian Kiev 4, which is manufactured in 1959. This camera is also bought in 1979, a few months after Contax. It is less used and in better condition than Contax. It was used as an everyday camera during the 80s. Hundreds of pictures were taken with this Kiev 4 and with the Carl Zeiss lens from Contax. The Kiev had a permanent use metal film cartridge which could hold a strip of film for 50 pictures. Unfortunately, it is lost. The original Jupiter lens is not a bad lens either, because it can capture rich pictures with many shades of grey. The problem with both Contax and Kiev is that the modern film goes too low. The plate above the cartridge was grinded thinner and a pin was assembled to keep the film in right position. The 50mm Carl Zeiss is an excellent lens and much better than many modern lenses. The rangefinder windows are so far apart, you actually have to hold the camera differently to avoid putting your finger on the window. It is called the Contax hold. Basically, you focus with your middle finger and shoot with your index, while keeping your other two fingertips away from the window. This is the newest Kiev 4. It is made in 1979. The level of quality has dropped, and the camera does not have the shortest exposure time anymore. Only a one roll of film is taken with this camera for testing purposes. In spite of quality issues of the camera, the Jupiter lens makes quite good pictures. Original Contax is a good camera. There is no question about it. But how good is Kiev? Some say that Kiev is a low-quality copy of Contax. Some say that it is almost as good as Contax. What is the final truth? Maybe there is not a final truth. An old Kiev camera from the 50s seems to be practically as good as an original Contax, at least from a photographer's point of view. Or as one expert said, Kiev models from the 50s tend to be fine examples of solid workmanship. And if you find an original Zeiss lens to your old Kiev, your camera becomes practically a Contax. Unfortunately, the latest Kievs are not technically as good as the old ones, although you can still take nice pictures with them. Because there is no flipping mirror, there is much less vibration to blur handheld images. When making long exposures, you can see through the viewfinder the whole time.